Hello, I am Lemon.
Hello, I am Mekon.
I would like to introduce the countries I have traveled.
Really? Lemon have traveled around the world.
Well, I would like to talk to you what I've experienced in the countries.
Please listen to Take It Easy. Where are you going to introduce me?
I would like to introduce Burkina Faso.
What do you say? Boo, Burkina?
Yes, Burkina Faso.
I never hear the country. Where is it located in the world?
I show you on the map. It is a landlocked country in West Africa. The population is about 20.9 million. It's surrounded by Mali, Niger, Côte d'Ivoire, Ghana, Togo, and Benin.
I don't know at all countries. I only hear under FIFA World Cup both Côte d'Ivoire and Ghana. Tell me about Burkina Faso.
The main industry is agriculture, both millet and corn, but the Sahara Desert is swallowing on the north part, so it's concerned about desertification.
We have to stop desertification. Is Burkina Faso a developing country?
Yes. It is one of the poorest countries in the world.
Well, I have the image that the capital is also small.
The capital is Ouagadougou and 1.63 million people live there. The second largest city is Bobo-Dioulasso, which has a population of about 540,000.
It's bigger city. How about temperature? Is it higher?
That's right. It's a hot country. From April till May is the hottest, and the maximum temperature reach around 46 degrees. The lowest season is August, but the maximum temperature is about 32 degrees.
It's hot. I can't live in such a hot place. I'm worried about hygiene and illness in West Africa, but is that okay?
It's not hygienic, so we need to drink mineral water. As for illness, traveler may become a serious symptom. Yellow fever, rabies, malaria, hepatitis A, typhoid fever. They are threatening against travel. It's almost 100% death when we onset of illness rabies, right?
What about the symptoms of yellow fever and malaria?
Yellow fever is caused by the sting of Aedes aegypti. It's kind of mosquito. If you have yellow fever, you will also have symptoms such as fever, chills, headache, nausea, and jaundice. It's at risk of yellow fever in West Africa, East Africa, Central Africa and parts of South America. The case fatality rate is as high as 20 to 50%.
What a high risk. The case fatality rate is so high. Are you okay?
Humanity has been developed vaccines against yellow fever by Benjamin Rush Waltreed and Hideo Noguchi and so on through repeated research. Nowadays, there is vaccination for yellow fever by their efforts. You can't even enter West Africa or Central African countries unless you get a yellow fever vaccination and get a yellow card issued in advance. It seems that if you shot it at once, it will have a preventive effect forever. So I was not afraid of the yellow fever.
I've only heard the name of malaria. Malaria is transmitted by being bitten by Anopheles mosquitoes carrying malaria.
They say that more than 200 million people infect around the world,
And of death 430,000 people every year.
It is occurred of fever, headache, and vomiting. We may lead to death at worst. Mosquito can be bitten anytime, anywhere in West Africa, so it is a great threat disease for traveler as well as habitants.
What a terrible in West Africa with Burkina Faso.
Europeans has settled in West Africa from since the 19th century. Yellow fever and malaria have claimed the lives of many settlers, so West Africa had been called as the European graveyard. At once.
Is there malaria vaccinated?
Malaria does not vaccinate and take preventive medicine.
Is it expensive?
It depends on the kind and the country to purchase. It costs us from $110 till $230 in Japan. I use cheap medicine, methadone. I had to take it 2 weeks before the travel, and proceed to take it for 4 weeks after leaving my country. Moreover, I felt too tight for the side effects. I didn't have a sense of balance.
No. You must be kidding. It's true. I felt motion sick every day when I drank it. Is it such a life for 4 weeks after returning? It's hell.
It seems that if you take chloroquine, which is expensive, but it will take less time and side effects.
After After I was hearing from you, I have no courage to go. Well, is it safe in Burkina Faso? I have an image in myself that seems to be bad safety.
Generally speaking, Burkina Faso have a mild national character. Around border, it is not safe, such as kidnapping and terrorism. On the other hand, there aren't many crimes such as theft and murder in the capital and second cities.
Well, travelers can go to the capital.
However, in 2016, a cafe and a luxury hotel in the capital were attacked by terrorism, and 30 people including foreigners died. After that, when I visited Burkina Faso in 2018, I regained safe, but JNUM, which is terrorism group said to target Western countries and government.
It occurred serious. One more problem in Burkina Faso?
Burkina Faso has serious problem in the politics. The military was dissatisfied with the policy of Kabore president, and then the military caused a coup d'etat in January 2022. Therefore, the political situation is also unstable.
I wonder that politician and army don't think about the people, even though it is one of the poorest country in the world?
Might be so. Unfortunately, there are many such countries in Africa. Political change occurred again and again.
You went on a trip to such a country? Yes, what is it attractive in the country?
West Africa is far from our country and there is little information. So you want to see the country it is. And then, I went to Burkina Faso as well as other West African countries, and more we can contribute to the development of Burkina Faso if we use money there.
You have wonderful thinking, but I can't act positive like you. How can we go to Burkina Faso?
In general, we aim there from Paris by Air France, Istanbul by Turkish Airlines, or Addis Ababa by Ethiopia Airlines.
How did you go there?
I went from Japan to Dhaka via Dubai via Emirates, and then I got on Air Burkina to Ouagadougou.
Really? It seems that you enjoyed to get on a rare African airline. Well, tell me how you traveled there.
Okay. First of all, I tell you the departure from Senegal. I used Air Burkina, the only airline in Burkina Faso. The airline is marked by the two horses that are also on the national emblem.
I've never heard of Air Burkina.
I think so. It's not major airlines. Air Burkina's destinations are mainly West African countries and domestic routes.
Was there a lot of passengers?
The fleet consists of a capacity about 70 passengers, and it was 80% in 2018.
I just heard about African airlines. It seems to be using old equipment?
Well, it depends on the airline, but Air Burkina was not so bad. It was on boarding just Christmas Day. There was an announcement from the captain, and they served sparkling wine as a special service to all passengers. It's an all-night meal. I like cafe with a visit list. It's an all-night meal. I like cafe with a visit list.
How long does it take from Dhaka to Ouagadougou?
It was a flight of about 1,700 kilometers from Dhaka to Ouagadougou, about 3 hours.
How was the immigration procedure after arriving?
I'm Japanese, so I need a visa to enter Burkina Faso.
Visa? Visa card? What is visa?
No. Visa is like an entry permit. Burkina Faso cannot get on arrival visa at the airport depending on nationality. Regarding Japanese, we need to get visa in the embassy before we arrive at Burkina Faso. Otherwise we reject the check in the airport with the flight to Burkina Faso.
It is annoying because such annoying procedures are required in advance.
That's right. It costs about $85 to get a tourist visa in Japan. It costs a lot of money to prepare in advance.
It's very expensive for African travel, isn't it?
That's right. The total cost for travel is more expensive than Europe.
I want to choose to take Europe.
Most people think like you. I tell you furthermore negative information.
You have still negative information? Please stop it.
Sometimes we feel uncomfortable and troublesome at the immigration procedures in West Africa.
What is it? Is the procedure difficult?
It's often demanded of bribe against traveler at immigration in West Africa.
What? Bribe? Who demand bribe?
Immigration inspector, customs and police.
Civil servants demand bribe? I cannot believe it.
It's more annoying and stressful to be demanded bribe since they have power. If I refuse to bribe, I may be denied entry, court or taken up passport.
Public officer get bribes as extra income ? They're crap. Disgusting.
That's the reality.
I'm feeling down in preparation for going. I'm demanded by police and officer for a bribe. My heart is messed up. I'm sure you'll want to go home quickly.
Exactly. If you get bribed several times, your mental health will get worse. But with a change of mind, you are going to West Africa for mental training.
What are you talking about? I don't want to do such mental training. By the way, have you been demanded for a bribe at the Ouagadougou International Airport?
Well, I was very surprised that I have not been demanded for a bribe there at all. Burkina Faso's nationality is gentle and honest, so officer and police don't demand it. Or I might be lucky. At any rate, I was not stressful in Burkina Faso.
How do you get from the airport to center?
Nothing was connected public transportation of bus and train to the center, so we will have to take a taxi or transfer of the accommodation. I asked the hotel for a transfer. A driver with a nameplate is waiting for me at the arrival hall. Oh, transfer is a shuttle car arranged by the hotel.
Generally speaking, how about hotel in Ouagadougou?
There are hotels from budget till luxury.
I think high-end hotel maintain better security.
Certainly, high-end hotel maintain better security, but sometimes terrorists aim at high-end hotels as a target in West Africa. The reality is that luxury hotels are not always safe.
Really? We'd consider choice of hotel. We would like to visit comfortable in a hotel. Which hotel did you choose?
I have looked for the hotel from $30 till $50 including free Wi-Fi and mosquito net. And location is center.
It's very important to put free Wi-Fi and mosquito net.
Then I chose Hotel de la Liberté. It cost me $35. I show you the room. It's green, isn't it?
It was cleaner than I expected. Does it equip an air conditioner?
Sure.
What did you do while you stayed in Ouagadougou?
I was mainly walking in the city center because of safe. The population in Ouagadougou is about 1.63 million. Sightseeing spot located in the center, so it's easy to walk seeing. It's enough to walk about 10 kilometers.
To walking. I don't want walk such a thing.
It's easy. You can do it.
Lemon, I watch your photo. I don't find big in modern building.
Right. I couldn't find two.
The road surface is covered with sand, and there is sand dust in the air, right?
Exactly. It's dry in Ouagadougou, so there is sandy in the air. Look. The leaves are covered with sand.
Really? The city will be covered with sand.
People with rhinitis need a mask and rhinitis medicine. I look pictures. None of people's is walking. Certainly there were few people walking in the city. Did you see traveler? No, I seldom saw travelers. Foreign tourists decreased sharply after terrorism in 2016. At that time many French tourism was killed in the center, or killed after kidnap.
It seems that both the tourism industry and economy have suffered a lot of damage.
There was coup d'etat in 2022, so foreign tourists may not come back to Burkina Faso after COVID-19.
By the way, how did you communicate there?
Public language is French and there are several native language, but I can't speak every language. We communicated by body language.
You go there even though you can't speak? It's unbelievable.
Look, it's Dooku Church, Road Avenue in the center.
Big church.
Yes, Dooku Church is the Catholic. It's constructed after 1959.
There are many Christian in Burkina Faso?
Christianity is not so much, about 22% in the population. The majority is Muslim, about 63%.
Oh, railway is running in Burkina Faso?
Yes, but it's not minor transportation. Train is running to Abidjan and Côte d'Ivoire beyond Bobo-Dioulasso, but the train is running to Bobo-Dioulasso only 3 times a week.
Amazing. Could you get on a train?
Unfortunately, I couldn't adjust the schedule in my trip, so I only saw the central station.
I wanted to hear your experiences.
Look, it's Central Station in Ouagadougou.
It's big station. I don't believe the train does run every day.
I think so. I can see many ticket counter in the station. They should improve the railway infrastructure more and more. That's Cathedral in Ouagadougou. It's built in 1930s and main sightseeing spot in Ouagadougou.
I see. I understand it's the most fantastic point. I want to see it.
That's exactly. Look at the facade. Towers at left and right are made with asymmetric. I was attracted by unbalanced structure.
I feel it is an attractive facade as the best tourist destination in Ouagadougou.
Unfortunately, we are prohibited to take photo inside. At any rate, it's the best attractive spot.
Who is that statue?
He is Sembène Ousmane, who is film director from Senegal.
Senegal is other country. Why does the statue made in Ouagadougou?
Burkina Faso is famous for film. International Film Festival is held in Ouagadougou twice a year. The name is Festival Pan-African Cinema et de la Télévision de Ouagadougou, which called FESPACO. It was launched as the Film Festival Week in 1969 and one of significance in Africa. Ousmane was called the father of African cinema, and contributed to the development of FESPACO.
I didn't know such a thing.
I would like to introduce at last one more spot. It's Grand Mosque.
It's Great Mosque. Is it traditional old mosque?
I think not so old because the mosque was made by concrete. The above is the introduction of Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso. How did you do that?
Well, it was a calmer town in comparison with my image. I understand that it takes time to need to prepare the medicine, vaccination, visa and so on. But any rate, I got a little interested in West Africa. Thank you, Lemon. Tell me your trip next time as well.
See you again.